Hi everyone, this is Prachi Jetli from USA Media, and as we all have been talking about this very informative series that we all have been waiting for here in Chicagoland, that is going to happen at International University of Vedic Wellness by none other than Prayagraj Hule, who is right here with us. And let's talk to him about this specific series and other topics that our viewers have been thinking of asking questions about. Prayagraj, first of all, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
And of course, thank you to the International University of Vedic Wellness, led by Dr. Santosh Kumar as well, for hosting you here as well. And to start with, Prayagraj, one question that everybody wanted to know from you was, you have been doing this for over last 2 decades. What was your moment of inspiration, or what was that moment when you realized that this was your path?
In life, what happens is, if we don't pause and think, there is a push from behind. And that push is so powerful that it just goes on pushing us in this world. And as you know, that there is also an attraction. The world is full of attractions.
Yeah.
So there is something which is pushing you towards that attraction. So if you don't pause and think, hey, what is it that I want to do in life? That, do I want to become rich? Yes. Do I want to become powerful? Yes. Do I want to have, will I be rich, powerful and peaceful? Question mark. So fortunately, I come from a big business family, had everything in life, everything was set. But that one question was lurking. What next?
Okay.
What next? What next? So once I paused and thought about it, then I knew that I need some knowledge which is apart from the knowledge we gain in the world. And that's how I was introduced to Vedanta philosophy.
How old were you at that time?
When I was introduced to my guru, Swamiji, Swami Parthasarthi, I was 20 years old.
And then the search for the guru, how did you how did you realize that this is what I was looking for?
Well, the search for the guru was, there was always a search for a guru, but we always were introduced to pandits. There's nothing wrong with pandits, but pandits are pandits. But then when you want to know more, when you have questions and you want to know what life is all about, then you want a teacher, a guru who knows, who's followed that path, who's tread that path. And I met my guru through my wife's family. They introduced me. When I say introduced, means they were kind of the, I would say, an instrument, a conduit through which I met my guru. And once we met, it's a different story altogether.
Absolutely. And then we all have seen that journey. So talking about this journey, the moment that you started, how has been the journey so far? I'm sure you come across seekers of all ages, and doing this for last 20 years, and especially last 3 years, the post-pandemic era, with lots and lots of stuff going on, whether it's mental health issues and war, violence. So how has been your journey as far as people coming to you who have the same answers that you had decades ago? How has been the journey, and what all have you come across in this journey?
Omar Khayyam says they talked about and about. They talked about and about. I came out of the same door I went in. So that is one, Omar Khayyam says that.
Yeah.
Then there's another poem. It's a part of, in Indian aspect. It's called The 6 Blind Men and the Elephant. So the 6 blind men, they go to see an elephant. Blind.
Yeah.
And they want to see.
Yeah.
That itself is an error.
Okay.
So they want to go and see the elephant, but each one will have an interpretation based on whatever they have felt, because they can't see.
Right.
So seekers in life, they are genuine. Sadhaks are genuine. But if you don't find the right path to your nature, what is your nature and what is your path you ought to follow, you will be going in circles and circles and circles. You will never see the light. You will only be in the dark. So this philosophy, Vedanta, is a philosophy which goes beyond this world and teaches you what that ultimate truth is. What is Brahman? What is that Father in heaven? What is that Allah? What is Bodhisattva? What is Keval Jnana? in Jainism. So once you know what is beyond this world, you will use the world. You will want to use the world. You want to use all the riches, but you will not lead a life full of depression. See, I'm just coming, we just got a call. In fact, at lunch I was talking to someone, some ladies were saying that this person is depressed, that person is depressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? What has pandemic got to do with anything? Now pandemic has come.
This has been going on.
50 years back there was some chikungunya or something which came.
Yeah.
After 20, 30 years there will be another pandemic which has come. Just now I spoke to someone, about 3 hours back. They said about shingles.
Shingles, yeah.
Shingles.
Ji.
Now shingles, there's a fear, shingles. Once you are enlightened with the journey inside, everything outside becomes clear. Because if you do not find peace within yourself, you can never find it. So Vedanta, it teaches you the journey which is inward. And once you go inward, which means everything in the world becomes clear. It's not arrogance, it's clarity. So why do not people learn this knowledge? You can go to any university. You can be a great mathematician, you can be a great professor, you can be a great engineer, you can be a great IT professional. But is there peace? Are you happy? You're getting married, some people are avoiding marriage. You're having children, people are not able to connect to the children. Where do you want to go and land? And this has got nothing to do with religion. In fact, all religions get clarity because of this philosophy.
So this philosophy that you're talking about, of course, Vedanta philosophy, the philosophy that transcends beyond what meets the eye and sometimes beyond comprehension unless otherwise explained. How do you think a layman who has not dedicated those many years to the research and understanding, how can that person benefit in today's world from the philosophy?
See, Prachiji, how can they benefit means I'll put the question back to you. How will they not benefit? See, when a doctor finds a cure to cancer, there's a cure to cancer which is found. Now, if you go and ask him, sir, how will they not benefit? But the point is, cancer is something physical.
Yeah.
So then everybody rushes because everybody wants to extend their life. Today we are talking about, I was in Florida. They were telling me how you can extend the life. Why do you want to extend the life? I can understand if you want to extend the life. If you are happy, dynamic, when you wake up in the morning, every day, there is exuberance. There is energy. You're looking forward for something. But when you are already struggling in life, you want to extend that life?
Why do you want to extend it?
And for what? To bug everybody? I can understand a wife who's submissive. I'm not saying she's serving the husband. There is no such thing. Or husband which is helping the wife. Wife is irritating the husband is getting bugged by the wife. You want to extend that life?
No, okay.
For what? So, how can they benefit means I can't understand how people are living without this philosophy. I'm not being arrogant, I'm being factual.
Right.
So when it's like saying, how can we benefit by different laws in the world? There is a gravitational law.
Yeah.
There is a law, there's a biological law, there's a chemical law.
Yes.
So how the world has benefited by several laws.
Yes.
Vedanta is the philosophy which introduces the human being to what one's nature is. And when you know your nature, trust me, a layman or a child more than 13 or 14 years old understands the basic laws of life. And once you know the laws of life becomes absolutely, it's like literally skiing or it's like sailing.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about, amidst this, the busy schedule that people have, everybody wants something ready-made, whether it's knowledge or wisdom. They don't want to dedicate or they don't want to spend that much time into it. For them, what is the applicability? How can they decode something that they can apply to their life?
See, if you don't want to spend time, then you'll have blood pressure. If you don't want to spend time, you'll have blood sugar. Everything is bloody. There's no quick fix. This is not something where you go a lottery. When in American televisions you won a lottery. You have to have that much respect where you need to spend little time on yourself. Don't you spend time in the gym? Don't you spend time, even eating you spend time, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to spend little time on yourself in order to be peaceful, happy, dynamic, exuberant, light-hearted. There is no laughter in the world. Everybody is serious. At least you're smiling. I don't know you're smiling with the camera, I don't think so. But at least you're smiling. So people are not, there is no, everything is a complaint. See, this is a great country. America is a great country. Everyone you find outside, they're saying, this one is crazy. Oh, that guy is crazy. That lady is crazy. Why are you using this word? Crazy? For what? Traffic, oh my God. These people, they drive like they're crazy. Nothing is crazy. You are crazy, therefore you see people crazy. So you need to spend that much time to come and see, to come and hear, to come and listen. And when you spend little time, it depends upon your interest,
And
your effort,
openness too.
and how much time are you willing to dedicate. You don't need that much time. But if you want to learn, see, to be able to be happy, you need half an hour a day. Okay. But for these 5 days, you need to come and listen.
Yeah.
And after that, you spend half an hour a day to understand, because this will set you thinking. It gives you that clarity of life as to how you can decode life. Life needs to be decoded.
So that's what I was coming to. This specific series that we're talking about, Bhaja Govidndam, the scripture was written years and years ago. These 31 verses, I'm sorry. How is this applicable in today's world?
See, these are, Prachiji, these are laws. Those laws were written based on analysis of humans and their dichotomies. Whether it's a human being forced into life, whether it's human getting pulled by money, getting exhausted by money, getting duped by money. So why are they running after money? There's nothing wrong with money, but you should know how to tackle that.
Yeah.
How you need to contact the world. Fervent flow of life. So what is that? You want to just be in that fervent flow of life. You don't want to pause. You don't want to think that what is it which is going to get me success? What is it which is going to get me happiness? So these 5 days, every day we are taking up 6 verses to try and complete the 31 verses. To try and tell you right from the time you are born to the time you become a youth, what is that which attracts you in the youth? But what attracts a youth, that doesn't attract an adult. An adult is attracted by something else.
Yeah.
Then when you're an adult, you're stuck with name, fame, power, position, status. And then what happens? Then you start getting old. And when you start reaching 60, 65, then you start fearing death. Oh my God, oh, little pain. See, I know a guy in India, anytime there's a little chest pain, he runs to a doctor. And he's rich, so he can just walk into the doctor's clinic. Number one cardiologist. He'll just walk in. He said, what happened? Oh, I'm got a pain. I think I'm getting an attack. He said, don't worry, Shanti, sit down. He said, where are the reports? The wife one day came to the doctor's clinic with the reports. So the doctor is saying, why are you carrying so many shopping bags? He's saying, doctor, this is his 3 years reports. 3 years reports that the wife is carrying. Because every time he has a little pain, he's rushing. So adult is nothing but fear of death.
Yeah.
You want to fear death? Every day you want to die? Why not die once?
Yeah.
So every day, right from the time you're born to the time you are a child, a youth, a young man, an adult, an old man, how this scripture introduces you to different laws and different facets of youth, different facets of a child, a young man, an adult, old. Vriddhastavat chinta sakta. Vriddhastavat means when you get old, only chinta. So ultimately it tells you, Bhaja Govidndam, Govindam bhaja mudmate. Seek the self, seek God. So every day is going to be a synopsis of the scripture.
So to all our viewers, I wanted to tell you that these 5 days that Prayagraj is going to be here, each day is focusing around a specific theme. And let's talk to him about those 5 topics. I myself really wanted to delve a little bit into each topic, if you allow, sir. So the first topic that you're going to be talking about is the ferment flow in human life. I am intrigued by the topic itself, a little bit about it.
See, what happens is, I already mentioned to you, there is a tremendous attraction to run into the world. Now there is Thanksgiving. Nothing wrong in Thanksgiving, it's a beautiful. People who don't follow Thanksgiving have started following Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But that flow, what are you doing in Thanksgiving? I'm asking you, Prachiji, what happens in Thanksgiving?
I mean, I don't celebrate, but yes,
you don't celebrate. What happens? I want to ask the viewers.
I see my friends.
But what do they do?
Have this,
what do they do in Thanksgiving?
The gathering.
You know what they do? Slaughter turkeys.
Yeah.
And we call it Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
See, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not asking the viewers.
Absolutely.
I'm saying, okay, you want to do it, but one person thinks that why am I slaughtering turkeys in Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. Actually, that thought, I totally agree with you, because the other day,
thank God you agree.
Somebody was asking me to donate turkeys, and I totally disagreed with the ideas, because again, I am somebody who does not agree to that idea. But again, due respect to each and every tradition and religion out there. But yes, absolutely.
So I'm saying, So let's get back.
Yeah.
Pause, think, then do. So that flow of life, it just takes you. And ultimately, do you know what is happening in this country and the world over? You come to an age where you're alone. No one's there.
Yeah.
I've come from Florida. I just saw them. Some of them are living all alone.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to live with everyone. What's the point of following that huge following and you're all alone? You don't know whether you're going to get up. In India, I know a lady, what happened was, she was sleeping. And suddenly she found in the night that's a chest pain. So she got up in the middle of the night, and she has a lot of value for what other people say. So she had a bath, she wore clothes, she checked her room, and she lay down like that in the night.
Thinking this
at 2 o'clock, thinking that she'll die. 2 o'clock. And she thought she's dead. Then 6 o'clock she woke up. Arey, I'm alive. So flow of life does not mean there is no pause and think. Once you know what your nature is, then you can go into the flow of life.
Okay.
See, this is like putting a carriage in front of the horse.
Okay.
You put the horses in front of the carriage. So if you put a carriage in front of the horse will pull it behind. So life is, you need to learn life before you start living. Now, without learning to live your life, you've gone into the life. And then you get all these problems for what? So that's that flow of life.
Okay, thank
which
you.
teaches you pause, think, then move ahead.
And then move. Absolutely. And the second topic is free of delusion via questioning and good company. And very important, I think, very practical.
There is no questioning in life. What I thanks to my guru and the Shastras, the intellect, buddhi is one aspect in you which nobody knows. Everywhere in this world, they only know about knowledge, information, education, whether it's Harvard, there's nothing wrong. But no one knows what the buddhi is. No one knows what the intellect is. Unless you start questioning every aspect. Not that you have to, you don't have to surrender. You have to surrender, but you need to question every aspect of life. Why should I marry? Why should I not marry? Why should I change my sex? Why should I not change my sex? You understand? It's called, in this country, they call they. Don't call me he, call me she. Don't call me she, I'm they. That's fine. But question. How many children I should have? Question. What should I do, engineering or mathematics? Question. What should I do? Whether I should be a chauffeur or I should be an actor? Question. So, questioning opens up your intellect.
Okay.
And your intellect opens up various aspects of ignorance in you, which will remain as ignorance if you don't open up your intellect. So, questioning gives you a pause, gives you answers to the dark ignorance which lies ahead of you. So, when you question, he says, you start learning. That is the advent of learning. Questioning is the advent of learning. Number one. Good company, it's called satsang.
Yeah.
Satsang is Shakespeare. One day a young boy went to Shakespeare and asked Shakespeare, "Sir, can you tell me my character?" He said, "I can tell you a character, Why do you want to know my what do you want me to tell you your character? No, sir, because you are such a learned man. To which Shakespeare says, tell me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Tell me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So good company creates an atmosphere which takes you towards something spiritual. You enjoy the world. World is meant to. You don't have to sit for, you don't have to go all the time to the church. You don't have to go all the time to a temple or a church or mosque. But good company, your friends, relatives, good company also refers to what type of thoughts you think, what type of sights you see, what type of sounds you hear. So when you have a good company, it is only conducive for your learning. So questioning and good company makes you evolve slowly.
Is the term good company subjective?
It is subjective to everyone. See, what may be good company for you may not suit me. But the laws don't change. Perceptions which take you below the ladder, down the ladder of evolution, that is the same.
Yeah.
For people, like suppose if I see certain sights, certain movies, it impinges on my sensuality. And because of which I lose my self-control. So certain sights you see, it makes you indulge in that. So that you got to be careful of. Certain foods you eat. People, as I said, people eat non-veg food. I'm not saying don't be a veg. Of course, I don't even take milk. That's a different thing. But when you eat meat constantly, it makes you so aggressive. See, I tell people, animals have feelings. Animals have feelings. Don't look at animals in supermarkets. Look at animals in slaughterhouses. Yeah. Look at animals in slaughterhouses, not in supermarkets. And animals have feelings. Don't eat feelings.
Yeah.
If you look at animals at slaughterhouses being slaughtered, then again, even if you feel like eating, then you eat. That's okay. Paul McCartney says, if slaughterhouses have glass walls, everybody in this world will be vegetarians.
Yes, absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, the point is, where are we heading? That's what you need to question. So, when you say subjective, it is subjective. But certain things, the company, what is good for you is good for me also. What is bad for me is bad for you also.
Some things will not
change.
Yeah.
Not all.
Yeah, absolutely. And leaning on the wrong syllable.
That is, I will leave that to guess. But it's a very powerful topic.
But it is very powerful. It sounds very intriguing. I mean, all the topics are intriguing.
Leaning on the wrong syllable, I can only tell your viewers, you must come and listen. It will give you the meaning of what you're doing in life.
Okay.
See, suppose if you are doing puja every day, rituals, whether it's a Catholic, whether it's a Hindu, whether it's any religion, what is it that you need to do to evolve? See, if you don't know what you're doing, it is like putting the car in the neutral gear and accelerating. You have the car in the neutral gear and you're accelerating. You want to go from Schaumburg to downtown. What are you doing? Prachi, people are calling you, Prachi, where are you? I'm coming. I'm accelerating. Where are you? In the same spot. So, leaning on the wrong syllable means all your life you want to do something good. You want to grow in life. But you're leaning on the wrong side. Come to the right side. So, I'll explain how that is. What is leaning on the wrong syllable?
Okay. Somehow I thought it is connected to the way we chant or something, because the word syllable I saw.
It's got to do with the way you worship.
Oh, okay.
It's got to do with the way you worship. So today you are worshipping leaning on the wrong syllable. So you need to rely on the right aspects rather than leaning on the wrong syllable.
And people might be doing it wrong through.
Let's see. I'll explain. It's up to them to know.
Yes.
Ki, my God, see, we are not questioning anybody's faith. Everybody's faith is subjective. But that faith has to have a destination. If the faith does not have destination, if it does not have backing, it becomes blind faith.
Okay.
It becomes blind faith. And to have blind faith in the path of religion is deadly. That's where initially you were asking me, all these wars are coming up. Why? Because faith is blind. That's why these wars are there. If faith was not blind, if faith was backed, there would be no wars. You will understand that you are hurting an ant. Even an ant you are hurting, you will not hurt. Because you will know that whoever, some people believe that some world is created. Whatever this creation is, that creation has taken every single Jeev Jantu into account.
Yeah.
So even when there is an ant walking and you find there is something, you will take a paper and take it and blow it outside rather than smashing it. See, Prachi ji, humans as we have power. But you have to use the power to benefit others, not ourselves. That is called a man, a woman, a they. Man, woman and they. That is called truly men, women and they of true character. When you have power and use it for another person's benefit, not for your own selfish, constantly filling the pockets.
Absolutely.
Serving your own country.
This all leads to the path to enlightenment. And of course, we are going to be enlightened by this 5 days series. But this specific title for the 4th day, what is it going to revolve around in terms of verses, in terms of your discourses?
Path to enlightenment is a path where, in a nutshell, I'm going to say, man, as long as man has desires, he'll always be weak. He'll always feel bound. He'll always feel, he or she or whoever they'll always feel confined. When I say man, means human beings. So the moment human beings are in the conundrum of this mind and desires, you will always feel weak. You will not know what lies on the other side. So enlightenment is that when you grow above your desires, when you eradicate your desires, when you burn all your desires. When you burn all the desires means that doesn't mean you leave everything in the world and go to the hills or mountains. It doesn't mean that. It's how you grow every stage in life. Whether it's a child, whether it's a youth, you need to grow. An adult cannot be playing with toys. He may once in a while choose to play with toys for other reasons, but he doesn't get any kick out of toys.
Yeah.
He has better toys to play with. Ultimately, what you're seeking for, happiness, lies in that state of enlightenment, lies in that state of self-realization. And if you do not reach that state of self-realization, or even if you are introduced to the state of self-realization, life is hanta, says the Upanishad. It's a total waste.
Hanta is total waste?
Waste. Hanta means it's sad. It's sad. It's a sad thing. Hanta, he says. What is man doing?
So, final day topic is Guru's ultimatum, and that is my favorite one as well. Again, many questions come to mind when it comes to Guru and finding that Guru. But this last day discourse is Guru's ultimatum. What is Guru's ultimatum?
See, Guru's ultimatum, a Guru is one who has got no interest in anything except to educate to those who come and seek. A Guru never calls anybody. A Guru never runs after anybody. A Guru never, forcefully gives this knowledge. But whoever comes, he gives the path to evolution, the path to enlightenment. So the last day, we are going to say what Adi Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, how is he concluding? What is the take-home message? See, it's very simple. You come for 5 days, everybody gets elevated. But trust me, the world is so powerful, maximum that effect will last for 10 days. After 11th day is again, you keep quiet, you don't talk to me. All comes back. So when the scripture ends, no scripture ever ends. A scripture only begins. Vedanta is knowledge and end. Although it's end of knowledge, but it's not end of knowledge. It is everything for a human being, where everything for a human being begins. That is Vedanta. So Guru's ultimatum is that path which the Guru is going to give us to take home this knowledge to your house and practice it every day. And he's going to give you practical methods of how to approach yourself, how to keep your ego in check, how to keep your body fit. Spirituality does not mean wherever you go, you keep on eating. Oh, I can't do this, I can't go. Spirituality means you got to be slim, trim, fit. Now that doesn't mean anybody's fat is not spiritual. It's got nothing to do with that. But your body should not give you an ache. Where is your mind? What is your mind? Is it selfish? Do you want to take everything from all the time, or you want to give? Feelings. How do you chasten your feelings? And at the buddhi level, nitya, anitya, viveka vichara. Nitya, anitya, viveka vichara means constant thinking as to what is nitya, permanent, what is anitya, impermanent aspects of life. And that a guru gives you all. So that wherever you are not dependent on a guru. Guru is not, oh, Guruji, I want to come press your feet. Leave the guru alone. Guru is one who gives you knowledge. Wherever you are, you can practice and better yourself. And once you better yourself, the world becomes a better place.
But Prayagraj ji, question from this point only comes ke Guru ka patra kaun hai? Like Guru jo hai, there are people around who claim to be providing that wisdom and cracking that code for you. Code in the sense like telling you what our scriptures have been saying. But who is Guru, and how do we realize that this is the Guru that is there for me, or that is the Guru ya jo Guru bande ka patra bhi hai?
Any person who takes you towards the path, towards closer to enlightenment, you can call him Guru, you can call him Acharya, you can call him teacher. These are all technicalities. This is all the nomenclature. We're not talking about the nomenclature. But Guru is one who gives you the knowledge of the self, knowledge of Atman, knowledge of Brahman, that which lies beyond this world.
But there are different kinds.
Kshetragnyam chapimam vidhi. Lord Krishna says, Kshetragnyam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetre shobharata. He says, I'm the self in all beings. So Guru, I can't get into, if people claim they claim to be a Guru, it's up to them. But who is taking you towards the self? Who is not making you divisional? Who is saying that, no, you follow me and don't follow others? There is no such thing. You can follow anyone. The Guru's job is to come, talk and go. Not check, whether are you following Shaivites, are you following... In fact, he's going to talk. Shankaraji, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya is going to talk about why do you have denominations? Why do you have demarcations? Why do you have divisions? So Guru is only interested in giving the knowledge of the self. That's it. That's the first and last part of the Guru. He doesn't check on you whether you're following. He doesn't call you. He doesn't do anything. He gives the knowledge. It is up to you to find out, no, this person is benefiting me and I need to take his guidance. Just as, it's like a doctor. Doctor is a Guru because the doctor benefits you. Don't you go to a doctor? Don't you go to psychiatrists in this country? Shrink? Yeah. All the time you go. Right?
Yeah.
And Indians don't go because 2-3 times when they go, they become all right. Because of the fee the psychiatric charges.
Yeah.
You understand?
Absolutely.
So, it all depends upon where the Guru is leading you. If a Guru is leading you to the world, then you may not call him a Guru. If he's leading you to no, follow me only, nobody else. All other people are, they are not Gurus, I am the only Guru.
It might not
He's
be.
not a Guru.
Yeah, absolutely.
A Guru never claims ownership. A Guru only gives knowledge and that's it. You can follow anyone you want.
Two quick questions that came from our viewers is, one is, when it comes to following the gurus and dharam gurus and all that, some people find happiness in chanting and dancing. That's what provides them happiness. Some people find happiness in that silent moment of meditation. Is there a perfect way of finding that happiness within?
See, as I said, you can race the car, you can accelerate the car, and you can be in the same place. You need to ask yourself, don't you want to reach the destination someday?
Okay.
Now, whether you chant or whether you dance or you meditate, everybody claims to meditate, but each one should ask yourself that, am I meditating properly? And am I fit to be meditating? Am I fit for meditation? And if I meditate, how am I behaving outward? Am I getting bugged? Am I getting angry on people? Am I being selfish? Am I getting jealous on people? I know spiritual institutions, they are bringing people down. If someone wants to do something good, they are bringing them down. I know seniors, I know certain teachers, gurus, they don't want you to be successful in this field.
Yeah.
In America, if you come to America, They question, how did that guy come to America? He should not come. Now, what do you want to do? Do people think that only I should spread the knowledge?
Yeah.
It's a very minuscule view. So, you need to, spirituality is all about a structure. It is not about revelry. Anything which comes to you, today Dandiya is reveling, today this one is reveling, come to Mata Ki Chowki is reveling, all that is good. But is there a structure in your life? Just as when you studied, there is a structure. So don't you want a structure? Everybody, any sensible person will want a structure. So that structure Vedanta gives. So whether you dance, now that's up to you. There are people who dance, there are people who sit. One day when I came here 2 months back, there were some people attending my lectures. They were not wearing any clothes, men. I was at least okay. Men not wearing any clothes, they are sitting and meditating. They sat down like this and they were meditating in front of me. Because my voice is so loud, they opened up their eyes. So each one has a different, you must understand that someday you want a path, a structured path to reach somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Prachi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I just really wanted to ask and bring that question to you because again, people are looking for that same destination, but they're not getting there. They're trying, following whoever they are following, but they're not getting there. And on that note, thank you so much. And I want to close on one of your lines that I read is work like a laborer, think like a saint, and live like a king. And I loved it. Little bit closing line on, some closing statement on that thought. I loved that thought.
I know. See, a laborer is the one who's always willing to work. So we believe that work is something only laborers should do. That, CEOs should not do work. CEOs only should sit in the office and, correct, they should. But any time you need to work, you can work. Action is the emblem of life. Bhagavad Gita says you got to get your boots on and got to act. All your life you got to act. Upanishad say Stirairangaihi. Stirairangaihi means you need to have your limbs fit. You can reach 100 years, a fit life. So action you must. So you need to act. A laborer keeps on acting. So he goes on acting.
Yeah.
So never ever feel shy to act. Never ever feel shy to, even if you're a CEO in your own office, don't wait for others to do your work. Others can do, but if they are not doing, find a way to do it. If there is something lying on the ground, pick it up, put it in the bin. No. My, housekeeping staff will do. Nothing. Act like a laborer. Think like a saint. A saint is one who balances life. A saint is always thinking, what am I working for? So it's not mechanical action. A saint is one who always thinks, what am I working for? And live like a king is because this scripture does not say that you have to be poor. You can be poor, but you will be happy. You can use the world, all the riches of the world, and be a king, because a king is one who's always satisfied. Not only is always satisfied, he is ready to spread his message, he is ready to give others. So
absolutely.
You should not feel that when you learn Vedanta that you should live poor. Oh no, I should not have this, I should not have a good car, I should have only one house, I should not have many clothes, I should not take a bath. No. Live like a king. Work like a laborer. Think like a saint.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And as I was just talking to you, so this 5-day series applies to each and every age group, right? Everybody is welcome. And again, as Prayagraj ji said, not just for 10 days, you need to follow this for your life, for the rest of your life. As you said, people forget after a week or 10 days, and they just come back to the same stuff. And on that note, Prayagraj ji, thank you so much. And thank you for explaining things in so much detail. And we look forward to, of course, this discourse and many, many more in future as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.